Today is Friday the 20th of March. I believe it's the first day of spring actually, but tomorrow is my first festival of the year in Erin, Tennessee. I'm doing the Irish Festival. This will be our second year doing it. Last year Britt did it for the first time, but she's going to be doing the River Market this year and I'm going to be doing this. So my plan is to stay at Paris Landing State Park overnight, which is about a 45-minute drive from the festival, and then I'll drive in tomorrow. This is going to be my first real trip in this van. We got it last year in October, but we had to have a bunch of work done to it. So this is going to be my first full season using it. I'm a little bit nervous. I have had a bunch of work done to this and it's been driving perfectly fine, but just with an older rig you always get a little bit nervous. I'm about to take off and hopefully I have a safe and happy trip up there and everything goes smooth.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right on Oakwood Avenue Northwest.
Alright, so it's about 2:15 p.m. I'm just getting to Erin, Tennessee. I got about another 30 miles to drive so I get to the campsite. Man, so on the way here, I started going up and down hills. The whole way here, the van was driving exceptionally well. It had a great amount of power going up hills, which was out of the ordinary. But I got to this roundabout to get back on a different highway, which I had to shift down to 35 miles per hour. And when I tried to get back up to highway speed, the van just seemed like it had no power. And yeah, man, it just really makes me worried. Hopefully I can make it through this weekend and get back home without having the van break down. I ended up stopping by a mechanic and a couple of cities down and pulled into his lot and asked him if he could help, but he said he wouldn't be able to get to it till probably tomorrow. So I just decided to go ahead and keep on going. I talked to Britt. I asked her if worst case scenario if she could come, but she doesn't seem to want to because she needs to make money herself. So we'll see. But I got about another 30 minutes to drive and I'll be at the campsite.
Anytime.
Alright guys, so it is about 5 p.m. I'm at Paris Landing State Park. When I got here, I had a lot of difficulty backing into this spot. It's just an awkward angle to back a trailer in with this big ass van, and I need more practice with the van to be good at it. When I used to take this the trailer with the Highlander, I didn't have those problems, but trying to back with this trailer has definitely given me some problems. I ended up smoking the clutch some, so hopefully that doesn't turn out to be an issue. Yeah, man, this has definitely been a stressful trip. It started off super good, man. The van was driving excellent up hills. Everything was just going so smooth. And then after I made that roundabout to get on the interstate, when I dropped down to 35 miles per hour, it just seemed like it didn't want to pick back up speed. But I looked up on the internet. It could be some fuel injector issue, air filter, spark plug, fuel pump. So once we get back into town on Monday, I'm going to take this back to the shop yet again. But I'm definitely committed to this and getting it dialed in and being able to use it for at least a year. Britt's already talking about we should just sell it and get rid of it, but I'm just committed to it, man. I already plan to do an engine swap and just try to keep this for as long as possible. I hope that I'm not making a stupid decision doing that, but as long as this issue is not something major, and I also think that once it cools down, it might drive a little bit better. That's what ChatGPT said, depending on the issue. But I just want to use this van for some years, man, and I want to put the effort into it. The only downside about that is the economy, which we have no control over, but shit rolls downhill, you know? So with gas prices going up, that means people have less money to spend on belts and wallets and bags and just bullshit that they don't necessarily need. So we'll see how this year goes, man. If this year was to go as good as last year, I definitely wouldn't mind just pouring money into this van and getting it to where I want it. But with the economy and with this administration, you never know. You just never know, man. But I guess I'm gonna go figure out something to do. I need to make my sleeping space soon. I got my memory foam up top, a couple pillows and a blanket. I need to just fold out this couch, and then I need to eat something I haven't eaten today. I just got some cup of noodles from the gas station and some Chef Boyardee stuff just to keep it easy and yeah, man, just make life simple. But I guess tomorrow morning when I start the van, I'll see how it wants to drive, and I'm gonna try not to stress about it. Until then, I'm gonna try to enjoy this trip as much as possible under these circumstances. So it is the 21st, it's Saturday, it's 8:52 a.m. I ended up getting here about 5:45 and I got set up by 8 a.m. I just finished making my first few sales and hopefully the day goes good. I ended up getting lost on the way here. My GPS stopped working. I'm in the middle of nowhere in Erin, Tennessee, so I had to turn around, and trying to turn around with the van and the trailer is just a pain in the ass, but I'm just glad that I got here and I got all set up. All right, so it's basically 12 noon and the parade is going on right now. I feel like they should have done it this morning, but I guess maybe they're waiting for more people to show up here. So when I got here this morning, I realized that I didn't realize, but there's this other leather vendor who I do Water Valley with in Mississippi, and he was here, which was kind of disappointing, but I'm pretty confident in my setup. We both do really well in Water Valley. So if this is a good festival, there is a potential for us both to do good here. But I've just about broke even, and anything from this point will be the little bit of profit I make. It's not going to be much, but this is my first week back, and I have a bunch of good festivals coming up from this point on. I got Hubfest and Belzoni. Here are my next two festivals, which are really great shows for me typically. And as of right now, the weather is supposed to be good next week. But I think this is over at 5 o'clock today, and after that, I think I'm just gonna drive home. If the van starts acting funny, I might end up getting a hotel somewhere, but I don't wanna drive back to the campsite just because it's further away. It's only $40 for a night, so it's not that much money wasted. But yeah, man, after I get home, I gotta try to figure out if the van needs to be fixed or what's going on with it. Find a belt?
Yeah, what?
You want your name on it?
Got
Or?
Mickey on there. M-I-C-K-E-Y. What? You make all this?
My wife and I,
Well, why don't you make any left-handed holster?
we just don't have we gotta get a die made for it. It's like a cookie cutter we use to press them out, and we just have the right-handed draw. We gotta get one made.
I'm left-handed. Every time you try to find a left-handed holster, they don't have them.
I'm gonna try. If I'm here next year, I'm gonna try to have it for you, if you remember.
Good job. How much are they?
They're 40.
Yeah.
All right, you want one in a bag?
Yeah, you better put it when I put that around my neck, I'm gonna have my neck all brown.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it, Mickey.
You too.
Hello.
Can I pay for it first, just to make sure their tap and pay works?
Sure.
And then I might put my last name in it.
Okay. 40.
There's nothing better than a good belt. Well, there he goes.
The $42.95 with tax.
All right. Wasn't the card I wanted. Okay.
So the time is 5:45. I'm just getting my stuff all packed up and loaded into the van and trailer. I ended up being the last vendor here. Overall, the day was all right. I'm hesitant to come back next year. I think we could have been in a better spot and we would have done better. It seemed like we were at the most dead section of the festival, but we'll see. I'm gonna try to find something else next year to replace this. If not, I might give it one more go. Britt did about $1,000 more than I did last year. So I don't know if it's just the economy or the location, but you know, the other leather vendor that I do Water Valley was here with, and it's not as big as the festival, so that could have also hurt. But about to get on the road, man. Definitely glad to have finished my first festival and just broke the ice for this year. Sweating like a pig and just want to get something to drink. All right, man, just getting back from the festival, made it here safely. The van did all right for the most part. The check engine light came on for like 2 seconds and it turned back off and it never came on again the whole ride, which I thought was really random. But other than that, when I got off the freeway after driving the 2 hours back to Huntsville, whenever I start to go through the gears, first, second, third, it's like it doesn't want to get enough gas. I'll put it in first. It's like, woo, woo, woo. It's like pulsing almost, like it wants to backfire. So that is very weird, but it only does it when it's when I've been driving for a while. So I don't know what's up with that. I gotta take it to the mechanic to have him look at that. But other than that, it drove really good. I think that I figured out hills more. So maybe yesterday, part of the issues I had was user error because I did much better today driving. So I'm going to chalk up part of the problems I had yesterday with just the way I was driving up hills. I could have swore I was in fourth gear and I was going up steep hill, or not steep hills, but slight inclines, a lot easier. But anyways, I switched to third today and I just powered up and with no problem. Oh, so this came in the mail too. I got a package from the Ohio Clicker Die Company. They sent me a new hole punch for kids belts, 1-inch belts. Just trying to open that. But I'm glad I got back today because this was sitting on the porch when I got home. We never really had packages get stolen, but we live off a main road and people walk by, so it's only a matter of time till somebody steals something. I wrote them a super good review. I got the first one that we use for 1.5-inch belts, and I love it. So yeah, my overall thoughts about the festival was I don't plan on doing it again next year. I made double from what I paid for to get out there, so it wasn't a loss, but it just wasn't enough money for me to drive back out there next year. I'm gonna try to find something else for sure. Just can never find anything good to start off the year with. But yeah, man, overall it was a good outing for my first festival. Of course, I wish I made more money, but at least I made some profit. Next week, I believe, is Hubfest, and right now the weather is clear for that, and that's a great show for me. So hopefully, I'll find out next week how bad the economy is, because if I do bad there, I might be in for some rough times this year. But yeah, man, I'm just about to probably edit some and then go to bed. But first festival is down, man.